Welcome, and currencies, US dollar. We're looking at a five-wave structure to the downside here that's not complete. So we'd be looking at this wave one, wave two here, looking for a third wave, a fourth wave, and a fifth wave down through to here. And this is important because many of the other crosses will be doing exactly the same thing as well. So when we look at the euro through here as well, firstly on the daily chart, the wave count for this particular market is that we've got wave one down, and we're going to the alternative count. We've got the A, the B, and the C wave coming back up here for wave two, and then down for wave three. So we're looking for five waves up through to here. But I also need to point out too, there's the Elliott Wave and then there's the trading levels, and it's nice if they're both on the same page. And this is not the case at the moment because, as I've mentioned before, the trading levels top of group one here, minor group one here, creates a positive market. Then above subgroup one creates a positive market. And then above the midpoint 5, second strongest number, it also supports the situation as well. 8's a profit-taking number, so we'll see that sort of come in here. But all this represents a positive market here, all the threes here. So I'm a bit sort of, just they're not correlating, that's all. But that said, we'll follow the Elliott count here for a moment. So what we're looking for here is we're looking for the A wave, wave one down here, the A wave, the B wave, because the B wave was only in 3 waves here, and then the C wave up here, and we'll be looking for a 5-wave structure up through to here. So resistance at the 137 and the 137.20 sort of area through here. If I drill into that a little bit further here, we can see the count looking a little bit like this here. So from this B wave here, up for 1, back for 2, 5 waves up for the third wave, and then the fourth wave, and then the fifth wave. This is the 50 and 60% retracement level of the previous wave 1 to the downside. So we're looking for a topping process across here. Let's see how we go with that. And when we're using the levels, of course, always is that, if we do get a corrective process across here and then it finds support, well, then we simply go long because, it really is a game of money management and support and resistance. And the Elliott just helps us with the direction, so it shouldn't be the be end and end all. The Australian dollar pretty much did what we expected it to do in terms of the move up here, the A wave, the B wave, and the C wave here, and this is moving down nicely through here. So we're looking at shorts at 88.50 on the retest up here, and also on 88 here as well. In terms of the wave count, we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 1 to the downside, back for wave 2. It's always a little bit tricky when you're counting around a large number or an even number because it can skew the wave count somewhat. But if everything's going according to plan, we'll see further down here, because the RBA wants to keep it at 85. That's their aim. In terms of the intraday here, essentially you're just looking to sell weakness here. So if the 87.50 midpoint becomes a retested resistance, then you can look to add short positions there. If it gets on 88, if 87.72 there, then we're looking for a retest of the 88 before any further downside. The Euro Australian, yesterday this has been a bit of a tricky one really, because this particular move down through here could be counted as a 5-wave structure in terms of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But like the pound yen and the euro yen, this can also be counted as an A and a B and a C here. So it's always been a bit tricky. Then this move up here was a bit tricky. It looked like an impulse wave moving up through here. Then we're looking for it to pull back to wave 4, and if it breached the top of wave 1, then it would break one of the Elliott rules. Well, there's only 3 rules, and this is the weakest rule when it comes to leverage products of wave 4 moving into the price territory of wave 1 there. So we were, observing all that through there because we know we had 5 waves here, so we knew we'd get another 5 waves. But yesterday we looked at this little move up here and we had 5 waves coming up here, so we knew that we need to be long. There'll be another 5 on that. I mean, I didn't expect this, but in terms of what we had here, we were looking for support on 153.30 for long trades at that point there. But while we're here, and we'll investigate that in a moment, but while we're here, we've got resistance up here at the moment, but this wave count, like the euro and the US dollar, they were sort of in their third waves. They still had their fourth and fifth to go through here, so that's something that we'll be looking closely at here. I've done a rough count here in terms of this low here, in terms of the 1, the 2. Now the wave 3 here can be at the top here, well, one more push up here, so it has got more space to go up here. I need to pull all this apart a little bit, but I know that's 1 and that's 2. I can see that's 1 and 2 quite clearly. Where my error is that this move up through here is this all of, it's either got one more little pop here, which I don't think is the case, so then we'd be looking at this wave 3 up here, and this wave 3 would move to here, and this one to here, and then this wave 5 of 3 here, and then wave 4 here, and then wave 5 up here. So that's sort of what they were the 2 counts that I was looking at, but I haven't had time to really sort of drill in there and pull that apart, so that's something that we'll do shortly. The pound yen, this has also changed direction as well, and we're looking for a larger correction to the downside. So and that's because it's moved back through the 72 here. So we were looking for support on 173 to have that continue a building process to the upside. It wasn't the case, and has dropped down, through the next level. So obviously, if you're long there, you'd have to get out at the, breaking of a level. So the way that it best fits now is that we've still got our A, B, C here, but this would just become the A wave here. And then we've got an A and a B and a C for the B wave here, and then we're looking for 5 waves down for the C wave here. This move down here is creating overlapping wave structures. So it's not quite there yet, but it's got those bullish, bearish connotations with it as well. So, but it can't be confirmed as a impulse wave down just yet, because it's still in 3 waves here. Would have to get 4 and 5 for it to do that as well. So it's not there yet, but the short is a little bit late now. You would have taken that from the resistance of 72 there. It was support, and now it's resistance, and then this move down through here, then the retest here, then you would take that trade out here, or that one there on the short side. So you'd have to wait now, but coming into here is only going to get a bit bouncy from this point. Now the euro yen as well, this is the bigger picture here, the daily. We'd been looking for a wave 4 coming down to 38.2 retracement level into here. I can see that this is all a bit corrective now, so wave 4s can get a bit complicated. So this has still got more to go, and it can possibly come down closer to the 138 here. If we drill into that a little bit here, sorry, that's the weekly, on the 4-hour chart here. I've relabeled this a little bit too, but this particular move here, this move here, it doesn't look impulsive. It looks like it's in a corrective rally here. This looks well, I won't go into it. This is the key here. So, but the other trouble with shorting in front of big whole numbers is a bit of a dangerous game as well. So I'll just leave that with you. If the 141 becomes the retested resistance, because it can come here down to 140 and bounce back, and checking the supply levels in here right up to 41.50. You can see all those little closes in there. That's where the balance line is for that. So it can come down to the 140 and come back and test that. So it can get very choppy coming into this sort of area here. So there's probably better trades elsewhere. All right, cheers.